It's the reality is you are such a powerful being that you're actually feeding this, we'll say, this low frequency controlling aspect. They feed on fear, and so you're actually feeding them what you're trying to uncover and discover. You're feeding into them, and I decided a long time ago that I'm not going to give them a fucking snack. So
Cryon said something I heard the other day that really resonated with me. He said that all those fear feeding that we created them.
Yeah.
They're
us.
We're all we made that, and then we feed it. It's our creation, and we're nourishing it with the constant fear. So all you have to do is know that, and shine your light.
Yeah,
I
always thought it was interesting that you were like, oh my God, we were disconnected, like we were, you could, if you want to go back to. I guess I just my mind went blank. I was thinking about because it's one of my favorite creation stories. Oh my God, Sumerians, Anunnaki. Yeah. So and that is one of my favorite. That resonates with me quite a bit. But the fact that we were unplugged, we were disconnected, and we were left with just this survival instinct, and we lost ability, the multidimensional aspects of ourselves. So we were unplugged and left with the bare necessities. And people were, it would be easy to go and start feeling a victim and that this was done to us. But I believe that we are such badasses that we allowed ourselves to be disconnected. Yeah. So we could experience this illusion of separation and to make our way back to the light. I think that we're all badasses, and we've just we've and most people, when they start to wake up, they're blinded by what they see, when they see how magnificent that they are, and they're actually creating their life, and that they're eternal being, and we're down here playing a game. It's too much for them. And so they quickly go back to, their software, or what they've been programmed to believe.
That's
because that software is written by the time you're about 6 or 7. You're hardwired by then, and until you go in and reprogram yourself, you are going to be living in the box that was created when you were about 7 years old.
Yeah.
And from all the people that I've been with in my sessions and in life, damn, those boxes are small, and parents are screwed up. And, they, my higher self is always like, well, they were doing the best they could. Like the parents, they were doing the best they could with what they had at the time. They I don't know.
It was in an old energy. It's a whole new paradigm now. Everything's completely different, I feel. But we chose that. We chose that's what we were going to experience, and I think that's part of the challenge. That's why that veil's put up, that we forget when we come into here, so we can kind of get rooted into this world. And then as we grow up, that's the challenge. Are we gonna connect the dots? Are we gonna get the connections from your higher selves or guides or whatever it is, and see the synchronicities and come out of that to awaken to your God self, and how powerful you really are. And that in itself is an amazing feat. So if you've gotten to that point, bravo.
Absolutely.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
And then you just keep learning and evolving, and that's the part with this reconnection too. I feels like it kind of is like a fast track to your evolution. You know what I mean? Because it's reconnecting you with your true self, your multidimensional self.
Something's happening.
It's just it's hard to put into words, but yeah, there's something major going on.
It's almost like the universe. It's like a loophole in this matrix to break free from it, or like a lifeline.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I honestly feel that with 100% of the people that I facilitate the reconnection, that we build walls up in our life, especially when we're young and parents say very mean things or treat us bad or do awful things to us. We build walls and we want to protect ourselves. And then we grow up and we have these walls around us and we feel completely disconnected from reality. And somehow these frequencies are finding the cracks in those walls, and they will start to crumble those walls. So I might reconnect somebody, and like the next day they might feel like a completely different person, or you might reconnect someone and it takes a while for their walls to start coming down and for them to see the different connections and see the different layers of their own reality. And so I do this work with 100% knowing that it will unfold in everybody at whatever rate that they're capable of. I mean, yeah, I could say that if you have a very, 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 very traumatic childhood and you've had a very traumatic life, that it might take longer. But then tomorrow I might see somebody that very, very, very traumatic, experience is what made them happen so fast. So I don't know. I literally don't know.
We speculate on so many things based on our experiences and what we see. But that's why I love the saying. It's the only thing I know for sure is that I don't know anything.
And that is so freeing. Yeah, that is so freeing, because I do think that when you as soon as you start to know something, you're really limiting.
It's just another box.
Possibility. It's just another box. But it is nice to feel like you know something. Like let's not be full of shit. You know what I mean? Like, I do feel like I know some stuff, but then if I discover that wasn't complete, my so-called knowing was not complete.
You're not gonna
I'm very I actually not destroyed, but I actually enjoy finding out that I'm wrong. Because, to me, we were talking about that video with my son. I have this ability, and I don't know why, but I have this ability to consider my beliefs is like Legos. And so I don't really get, I'm not my beliefs. So I know that I'm not my beliefs. So when I find one of my beliefs is limited, I just switch it out. There's no, I'm not my belief, so it's like a game. So if I say, well, this is what's happening here, and then I realize, whoa, that's not a complete picture. That's no. Then I just take that belief out and
put it on the shelf.
Put it on, throw it away, or you know what I mean? I don't need that fucker anymore. So I don't know. I think people believe that they're beliefs, and once you realize you're not your beliefs, then you can create. You're basically like, what type of life would I like? I would like a partner in life that supports me. I would like I want a relationship that's healthy, that's supportive. I want a job that I love. When you're thinking about those kind of things, well, you can literally just go back into your past and change your past that creates the life where that's going to happen. Because whenever you think about the past, that's not the past.
No.
You're recreating that past in the present. And so if you're going to be recreating your shitty past, why not create a different past.
Yeah.
And that's why I always had a problem with psychologists, because I just think that it's such a backward, like, so you're going to fix your current problems by going back into the horrific events,
reliving that,
and reliving those. So when you're reliving those, you're actually recreating. You're drawing future experiences to you that match your present. That is insanity. That's I've always inherently felt that the approach to psychology and psychiatrists was backwards, and I didn't understand why. I just it didn't make any sense to me, and now it makes perfect sense. I could be wrong. Who cares? But I do know that you can absolutely recreate your past, and if you don't think that you can recreate your past, you don't understand how you're currently remembering your past, because what you're remembering, I don't think that's what really happened. Like, there's all kinds of perspectives on what happened.
Exactly.
So, once again, I think we're just creating these boxes.
Yeah.